Yeah, can I get a congratulations and a celebration? I've just finished my treatment, and yeah, it's been a weird one because I found some information about the reason why my times haven't been, like an AM or a PM slot. It's all to do with this 4 gram dose I've been having, which is 4 grams of ceftazidime, and because it's a high dose, it has to be given 24 hours apart, kind of thing. So they've been coming at the later end of the later end of the PM slot. So normally about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. It has been a bit, you know, annoying that you have to sit there for an hour with these people, even though I like the nurses. It's just, you run out of things to say, you can't be bothered. But yeah, and it's just long-winded sometimes, over an hour and a half today. But apart from that, I will say this time around, it's been the best treatment I've had. I've had no stress at all. Um, for the first time, looking back, I mean, I always have a little bit of dark circles around the eyes anyway, but this is the first time that they've seemed to have gone. Now, whether it's a combination of this new medication fighting the bug better, I've been getting absolutely great sleep. I like that, pilot man. Yeah. Well, I've just finished the 2 week course now. Um, it didn't have many side effects with this one. I was expecting a hell of a lot of side effects, such as nausea, sickness, bad stomach. The only thing I did get, now I don't know if it had anything to do with this drug, but towards the end, seemed to get a little bit bloated and constipated. But that could have been a diet issue. Could have been anything. So yeah, I'm just doing my thing really. I'd like to have like a celebration at the end of treatment. I always said I owe that to myself. So whether I go for a bit of food tomorrow, a pint or two, and just enjoy it, because even though I say it's not stressful, that's taking it lightly. Having nurses come in for 2 weeks, it's a drag. It can play on your mind as well, and you want to see the finish line. So if I can give myself something to look forward to at the end, whether that's a celebrational meal, family going out, anything like that, an haircut after it, just to look forward to it, and then it's got to come, it's got to come back around again. So yeah, all right there, Vinny, you okay, mate? Well, yeah, I'm not doing too bad. Like I say, I picked up very quickly. When I say very quickly on this medication, because I've never had it, within 3 to 4 days, my symptoms sort of slowed down. By day 7, a week in, I could have stopped treatment. When I say I could have stopped treatment, scientifically I couldn't, but because I felt great, that's how good the medication worked. So then we had another week of it, and I'm just delighted it's worked. I'm talking about my lung condition, bronchiectasis, which is a long life chronic illness, which is very similar to cystic fibrosis. Basically, we get chronic infections, and this is doing me head in. You see this? This is getting cut tomorrow. Keeps falling down. I'm doing all right, mate. I'm doing all right. I try to be optimistic. I'm basically the face for bronchiectasis, or I'm a face for you guys. We're looking at a person here, and we're looking at the back end of treatment. So we think, oh, this person's well. But as we all know, there's a front cover of a book, and you've got to read the full contents to find out what's in the book. And that's with us. There's battles that are seen, and there's battles that are unseen. So yeah. Where you heard about it, similar, yeah, pneumonia as a kid, and was basically left with one functional lung. Wow, amazing, mate. So, Vinny, how have you coped? How have you coped only having one lung functioning, or do you mean you've only had one lung functioning at 100%, and your other lung at a lesser degree? Yeah, exactly, Jimmy. I'd never do that, mate. There's sometimes, when you've got like a dose left. When it was meropenem, the nurses come out twice a day, and they're only about 30-minute visits. So, say for instance, they started you in the evening. That would mean on your last dose you've got one left instead of two. So sometimes you would argue the toss of, I don't know if I've seen enough of feeling better, take the needle out. But with this, it's 4 grams. you know, for the sake of one day, getting another 4 grams there, you know, got it done, got it done. So let's see what's going on. Now, I'm glad that it does this because I've got a moderator. I don't know if he's still on, but I'm glad that when someone writes something and it's inappropriate, it gets finger like he's left one now. So we're gonna get rid of this guy. Back in a minute, guys. He's gone now anyway. So yeah, so I'm thinking about a celebrational meal. Definitely got to treat myself to a few pints. Just watch the liver and kidneys and don't set myself back. But yeah, I'm just going to say thank you everyone that, you know, followed me in these 2 weeks. We will do it again in 3 to 4 months time, and I will pop up bit by bit and I'll just keep you updated. Alright guys, I want to thank everybody that's come along today. Please subscribe, please push it out there. You know, we don't just talk about lung disease. If someone pops up they're having a tough time, we could talk about that, you know. We could talk about mental health. As cheers Jordan, as there's not enough help in the mental health place. I was struggling recently, and I had a referral back in middle of January. I didn't get anything back, so I rang the number and the number said it's changed. So I got the next telephone number, rang that, and the answering machine told me it's changed to the number I've just rang. I had to start finding emails, things like that, and in the end, even I had to use someone called Samaritans. So if you don't know about Samaritans, guys, it's a charity. It's like a mental health. They help. There's actually, I think, a free 0800 number on there. So if you're ever feeling low and you feel like you've got no avenues to talk to, or family, you know, you've told family a lot of stuff and you're getting nowhere, it's always handy to talk to a stranger on the other end of a line, because it's no different than getting counselling, therapy from someone that you've been doing therapy for, you know, 6 months with. It's still a stranger, and if it's your luck, if your luck's in, you might actually get connected to someone who has shared a similar experience to you or knows the answers. So don't be scared, guys. Speak, speak, and speak. Right, my guys, loving you from England, the UK, Manchester. Thank you for everybody who's come along. Take care.